Happy Sunday! Welcome to the highlights of the start of the Sailaway Golden Globe Round the World Yacht Race. So this is highlights because I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but we will see. So the Golden Globe is a race for sort of touring yachts, and it's 22,000 miles around the globe. And this is the virtual Sailaway version. So there's lots of boats already parked up at the start. So we're going to pop into our boat and we will start the race. So this boat is the Caribbean Rose. It's like an old touring boat. So we're just parked up here by the start line, which should be, let's have a look on the map. Where is the start line? There we go, this is me. The start line is just to the left. There it is. So we've got to cross the start line in 7 minutes or so. And then we've got to sail a loop, I believe. Yep, we've got to sail a little loop around the harbour here. And then we'll head out into the big wide ocean. So if we look at the map here, we're starting off on the southwest coast of France, which is just here, and from here we'll sail sort of round Spain, down the coast of Africa, head along the bottom into the Southern Ocean, past Australia, and then we'll keep going back up the side of South America, across the Atlantic, over into France again for the end of the race in about a year's time. We'll see if we finish it. So my plan is to sail for about an hour or so every week, and the rest of the time, when you log off of Sailaway, the computer takes over, so they can sort of follow the waypoints. So that is the plan, that is the race. Let's take a look at some of these other boats that have turned up for the start. The Icebird, nice. Clown boat. So there were two races today. The first race was for sort of more modern boats, which started at 2 o'clock, and this is the race for the old Caribbean Rose touring boat, which starts in about 8 minutes, 5 minutes. There we go, 5 minutes 28. Lovely. So there's a flag in the top right corner of the screen, and as soon as that flag goes, we can start our race. There we go. 5 minutes until the start. See if the other guys are nice pole dancing thing. See if the other guys are heading over to the line. We should probably do the same. So guys, let's get some. I'm going to pop this over here in the top left corner. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some sails up. So we'll hoist our mainsail. There we are, lovely. And we'll hoist our other sail. There we are. Okay. So where's the wind coming from? Wind is coming from the top left, so we need to sort of turn around. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's head into the wind and head towards the start line, guys. Four minutes until the start. Okay, let's just check our sail trim. So we need to tighten our main sheet here. Get some speed up. There we go, lovely. And we will try and ease this. There we go. So the way you get the speed in these yachts is by trimming the sails and tightening the sails. So there we go. So this sheet is too tight. So we'll ease that out a little bit. There we go, perfect. Doing a nice 4 knots or so, are we? Yeah, that's fine. Cool, we'll go with that, guys. We'll go with that. Nice. It's a nice stripper boat you've got there, dude. Lovely. As we move towards the start line, we don't want to be crossing the line until the start of the race here, guys. No, so we need to set the auto navigation to work when we're offline, and we'll just wait for the start. Here we go, 22,000 miles, and it starts here, guys. Let's go. Let's get this boat into the wind. That's it. The race has started. Awesome. Okay, there we go. See how much speed we can get out of this thing. Just loosen the sheet a bit. There we are. And trim the main. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Okay, so we need to point the sails into the wind, which is kind of coming across here. We've got a loop round here and follow this loop around the harbour. Lovely. Hop this out of the way now. I think we're in a fairly decent position as long as we keep the sails pointed into the wind here. Yeah, we are. Yeah, like second place or something. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay. So as we loop, we'll loop round and try and keep them pointing into the wind as much as possible. It's going to be tough coming back down. It's going to be even tougher getting back across there. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. So very quickly, what does all this mean in the top left corner? This is our current heading. This is our current course. This is our speed in knots. This is our actual speed over the ground. But this is really what you want. That's the actual wind angle. And that's sort of the apparent wind angle, so that's how much wind the sails are getting. It's the total wind speed, the actual wind speed, and this is the apparent wind speed. So this is the wind speed that the sails are getting. There we go, dead easy this, and you've just got to keep your sails pointed into the wind right there. Lovely. That's what I love about Sailaway. 16 roses. 16 roses taking part in this race, that is awesome. I don't know how many will finish, but what I like about Sailaway is the community. So there's all these races that are organised. You've got lots of small races sort of every week, and then you've got these big round the world races, which sort of take place in line with the ones in the real world. So this is Golden Globe, which started today in the real world, and got leg 9 of the Volvo Ocean Race, starting in a couple of weeks, which I'm going to take part in. So it's a really good community, and really quite good fun. So satisfying sailing, because all the progress you make is down to how you trim the sails and how you manage your boat. I mean, yes, a lot of the time the computer sort of drives the boat for you in a race like this, but when you're, it's kind of like having a virtual crew. So you log off, your virtual crew take over, and then you log back on for a shift, and it's down to you how much progress your boat makes. I just want to, I'll be happy if I finish this race, I think. I mean, it's awesome to be in whatever position I'm currently in, which is sort of my god, guys, we're in second place here. second place. Although I'm slightly closer to the waypoint, so maybe I'm first, who knows? Amazing. But yeah, I'll be happy just to finish this race, guys. Be happy just to finish. Let's check that sail trim while we're here. All is looking good. There we are. Happy days, guys. Happy days. As we head towards the mark. I think I'm slightly to the left of the mark, but we can always swing it around in a minute. Got plenty of boats over my shoulder here anyway, so I don't feel so bad about my position. Okay, we're going to point the boat. Yeah, we're going to point the boat slightly into the wind here because we do need to hit that mark. We might lose a wee bit of speed as we do so. We'll see. But I need to come across here and make sure we round that mark. There we go. Let's check that sail trim. Okay, we'll tighten the sail here. There we are. 4.3 knots. Stonk in progress, guys. Haha, look at that, it's quite nice. Yep, I can just see the mark over here, so we need to make sure we round that mark on the correct side, guys. So I'm going to point the nose to the right a little bit. You can see our position relative to the rest of the fleet. We've got a couple of guys out front who took a wider line. Because I took a tighter line, I'm having to head into the wind a little bit, which is slowing me down. But we'll get around this mark and we'll see where we sit. If I can round the mark third, I'll be quite happy. This guy here is heading for a mark as well. Gonna go as tight as we can onto this one, guys. See, losing speed relative to those boats there. We took a wider line and they can keep their sails pointed directly into the wind. If we can go tight and not lose any more speed here. So he's going faster than me, but I wonder if I can get to the mark before he does. Gonna go bloody tight here, guys. Really, really tight. Just need to make sure I know which direction I'm pointing in as well, once we head round it. Okay, coming in tight on the mark here, guys. Let's turn around. But this is the bit where we head. We're going to be heading into the wind, I believe. So, yes! Yes! See you later, guys. Don't want to go too tight, don't want to hit the mark. There we are. Cool. Okay, but round the mark, guys. Pass the mark in 18 minutes. Cool, I think we are third, but how the heck we're going to do this? I'm not really too sure. I think, yeah, we need to zigzag. I'm going to zigzag out a bit here, guys. We get the wind in our sails here. There we are. Just gonna tack out a little bit here. Get that speed up. Trim these sails. Just loosen that sail a little bit here, and the main sheet. We're gonna loosen, tighten. There we go. Lovely. Cool. Okay. That's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. Absolutely awesome. There's all the boats around the mark there. Absolutely incredible seeing them all come round there, guys. Beautiful sight, beautiful sight. So this is where the fleet will start to split as we choose different paths to take towards the mark here. These guys are heading away, I'm sort of heading up, so we will see. We will see, guys, what happens here. I cross the mark third. It's not bad considering it's my first yacht race. Pretty pleased with that. Okay, so magic, look at that. Beautiful. So guys. Yeah, we'll need to definitely need to go back in here now. How are we going to get away with that without losing too much speed? I'm not really too sure. But we'll try our luck here, guys. Try our luck here. As we come towards the rest of the fleet. I'm not really losing too much ground with this sort of tacking here. You can see my speed sort of starting to equalise as I come more into the wind, and I think I'll have to give a place up to this gentleman here. Probably going to end up coming in behind him, I would say. There we are. Alright, so we're going to follow the fleet here now. Going to keep the same heading as everybody else. Sails looking good. Maybe possibly get that place back. Am I currently sitting sort of third, fourth? Sitting fourth at the moment, I'd say. Just follow the fleet here. Just follow the fleet, guys. Made that decision to go slightly further out to try and get some speed, but coming back in, it absolutely killed me there. I think we'll make up a lot of ground once we've rounded this mark here. So this is the race that started earlier today. These are the sort of more modern boats rounding that mark there. I think we'll make up a lot of ground as we hit that. It's kind of tough to decide what to do here. So I'm heading away, sort of away from the fleet a little bit again, just to keep that speed in my sails. But obviously I know that I'll have to come back in to round that mark on the right hand side. We did lose, yeah, we lost like 1 or 2 places with that move. Going out and back in, maybe turned out slower than just staying with the fleet there. But we will see, guys. Not the only one doing that. There's another boat just to my right who's following the same path just there. For something that's so slow, it's quite an intense experience. It really is. So we've been going 25 minutes, we've rounded the first mark. Awesome. Let's have a look on the leaderboard, guys. So yeah, in terms of sort of actual distance to the waypoint, where are we actually sitting? We're sitting in 9th. So just around the halfway point in the fleet there. But that's because we've kind of tacked away from the fleet, so just need to work out how to come back and keep our speed up at the same time. It's pretty difficult. We can keep up this sort of 3.5 knots. The guys here heading directly away from the wind are having a far worse time of it when it comes to speed. Yeah, so this is a good path because you can see we've pretty much making up this place here. Pepper's Ghost. Ah, that's Mr. Pepper's Ghost. He's one of the bigger guys in the Sailaway community just there. Keeping with him, I'm staying with him. This is all good. Unless we start heading sort of directly back where we came from, it will be difficult to get some really good wind into our sails. So I'm going to hold this course for as long as I possibly can, and somehow dive back in here. Some nice seagulls out there, guys. Some nice seagulls. Okay, let's look at the fleet behind us now. So we've got this guy off to our left, who sort of did something similar to what I tried earlier, but he's going to have a really tough time getting back in. There we go, there's the boats just off our shoulder. Just there, the fleet is really close together. How long they will stay like that, I'm not sure. It's nice to see the fleet so close, surrounded by seagulls at the moment. Okay, I wonder guys, is there any progress to be made here? I'm still really not keen on that wind direction, but I think maybe we'd get away with turning right slightly here. Yeah, we're not going to do any better than about 3 knots at the moment. It's all about taking a wider course up here, I think. And there you go, that's the earlier race just up there. It's all about taking a wider course up here. And then I'm going to dive straight back in for that one as we head out to sea. And at that point, once we have headed out to sea, I'll let the computer take over for the leg down the Spanish coast, and I'll catch up with it in about a week or so. Getting some history down here, guys. On the 29th of October 1628, the mirror return ship Batavia left for Batavia, Indonesia. It was the most expensive and modern ship ever built at the time, and carried a yearly gross product of the Netherlands economy. Mostly gold and silver. The Batavia chose an easterly course to Australia. During the trip, rumours started about mutiny. In the morning of the 4th of June, they hit a reef. The captain and the purchaser, who had more authority, stranded and saved the load. The captain took a crew and left for help on a small dinghy. For anybody who says yacht racing is not exciting, look at how close these guys are here. These are all the same boat, and it's all down to how these are sailed and how the sails are trimmed. Back to story time. During the long weeks, most of the crew was murdered and prosecuted for anything. We're making some serious ground up here, guys. So pretty much drawing even with Pepper and friends, this group over here. We've got 2 guys leading up here. Yeah, we will need to dip in, but we'll be going directly with the wind behind us, so getting around that mark is going to be very tricky, but once we are around it, I'm just going to head straight up, similar to what a few of these guys are doing, and then we'll dive back in right there. So in our story, when the captain returned, he found the situation totally out of control. For Cornelius, the guy who was prosecuting and murdering the crew, he was hanged after his hands and feet were chopped off. If they'd have chopped off his head, it would have been more difficult to hang him. Fantastic. So the stern of the ship, the Batavia, which is what Pepper's ship is named after, is on display in the Fremantle Museum. Apparently hanging was the hardest punishment after having your hands and feet cut off on board a ship. They did not mess about in those days. Absolutely, man. Oh my god, wow. Pepper's boat, the Batavia, is a tribute to the survivors and the daunting challenge by the captain saving his crew. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, where are we, guys? Coming up to that mark now. We are making good progress, but we'll need to dive in at some point. It's just a question of when. I think I'll wait. I'm going to wait until the last minute and then dive in and round the mark. That's the plan here. Okay, as we come up to the mark, guys, we need to start thinking about rounding it. So we are currently we're passing Pepper in the Batavia, but we have a tough job of cutting across there towards the mark, so we need to start making our move here. Going to start coming in here. Probably have to dive in behind Pepper, I would imagine. Ooh, it's going to be close though. It's going to be close. I think he'll be slightly ahead here. Let's loosen the sheet, get some more wind in these sails, guys, and we'll loosen the main as well. There we go. See how much speed we can keep here. If I can come in behind Pepper and his friends and then dive round, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, so we're coming in just behind Pepper. 2, 3, 5 boats out in front of us now. It's very close though, it's nice to be in the mix with these guys. Hoping to cut them off further up after this turn here. Let's check the winds in our position now. We'll start heading left a little bit actually. It's better to face further out. Get that speed up, keep the speed up. I'm sitting at about 2.6 knots. 2.7, that's good. Oh, it's going to be tight coming round here, boys. Oh, I get a different view of this. Just really want to get past that mark and start making some ground up here. Especially given that we have three guys behind us here. Let's keep trimming these sails. Tighten the main, tighten the Genoa. Perfect, 3.1 knots, guys. Ready to round this mark here. Just gonna head straight as soon as I get round here. Just watch these guys come round. Whoa, that is a tight group up there, guys. It's insane. Not far behind though, and I have a plan. Okay, here we go. Let's just watch our speed as we come around here. Right, so you can see us losing speed as we head directly against the winds, but as soon as we are round here, we can start flying, guys. That is my plan. Alright, let's check that map. Mark has been rounded. Awesome, guys, awesome. Okay. So let's get trimming these sails very quickly. Tighten them up. Tighten the main. Lovely. As you can see, we've got lots of wind in our sails now. Just keep tightening them. Perfect. Alright guys, so here's the plan. I'm going to head directly up here. Into the winds. Just keep tightening, keep tightening, keep tightening. Alright, sails are set, guys. Yeah, I'm going to hold this course here, same as the others. Check the sails. Sails are good. Alright, so that's for Mark grounded. I do wonder if we'll be able to pass any of these guys. It will be interesting to see when they turn back in at the next mark. Okay, we've gained a place apparently, which is cool. As you can see, the guy behind is sort of coming out to match my path. This guy here thinks he's got some kind of idea. I'm not really sure what it is. Yeah, you see he's gaining, definitely gaining on me now. So he's pointing slightly further out, but I'm going in a much straighter line. Heeled over quite far, but I'm convinced that this is the right thing to do, so we'll stick with it for now, guys. Stick with it for now. Right, hopefully we'll pass this guy on my left. But the entire fleet up ahead has exactly the same idea. That sort of tack after the first mark certainly cost me a few places. Definitely gaining on matey to the left. And we've got to round the next mark on the right, so I'm in a pretty good place for that. Actually gaining on the fleet up here, guys. We are gaining. Let's keep this progress going. Let's keep moving. Let's keep trimming those sails and keep making up this this gap here. Reeling them in. Reeling you in, Pepper. Okay, so we have definitely passed this guy on the left-hand side. He's also going to have to come in before the mark, and he's going to be heading with the wind directly behind him. We are definitely catching Pepper and Friend up here though, guys, so going to keep making this progress. So what's our plan once we hit the mark? I'm totally okay with my current course. As we round the mark here, there we go, got our wind data. So the wind should be directly in our sails as we round that mark, which is even better. That's the earlier race that started just up there. And then we head out to sea, guys. Awesome. Awesome. Come on, Pepper, I love you. I love you. Current place is 7th. In terms of distance to the next mark, we've got Pepper. Pepper's actually 3rd, 0.6 to the mark. There's not a lot in it if you see how close this field is between 1 and 7. The leaders are starting to pull away a little bit, but there's only 0.3 miles in it. And between me and 3rd place, Pepper, there is 0.1 of a nautical mile as we pass the hour mark of this port race at the start of the Golden Globe. You can see the mark just up ahead here, right there. We'll see what we can do, guys. We'll see what we can do. See, this guy is still technically ahead of me, but because he's having to come in directly against the wind, I think we'll get to the mark before him. These guys I'm reeling in, Pepper and... who is this guy anyway? That's Pepper. So this is Eagle Pete, I believe. Just off Pepper's shoulder there. I feel like in a drag race we definitely have these guys if that mark was slightly further away. Beautiful boats though, beautiful boats. Alright, this is the pointy end, guys. As we start rounding this mark. I'm going to go tight and head against the wind. coming across already. Okay, sure, we'll follow them in. Got this guy off to our right that we need to be aware of. He's losing a lot of speed because he's going quite early. That's why we're going to go in slightly later and try and dive in there. Alright, it's time. Start rounding this mark, guys. Just keep an eye on that guy to our right. We can see through our sails there. Tighten these sails up as we do this. There we go. Yeah, so Pepper's done exactly the same thing. He's going out quite wide. I'm going to do the same. So we'll lose speed so quickly if we don't go against the wind here. Oh, it's quite tight, but damn, this is difficult. It's very difficult here, guys. Ah, barely moving. Barely moving. So the wind just shifted, or? Alright, I'm going to dive in here, guys. We're diving in. We need to keep our speed up. Yes, we're going to make the mark, guys. We're going to make the mark. 4 knots. Maybe that wasn't the worst decision in the world, eh? The other guys got round ahead of us, but we all slowed down through there. Alright, we're past the mark, guys. Let's dive in now and let's make this progress that we promised ourselves. Ah, going around the mark there absolutely killed me. Okay, let's grab this sail trim. Let's loosen the main. Janelle is too tight. Loosen that out. Here we go, guys. Alright, so we made it round the mark. Alrighty, where are we now? We are still 7th, didn't lose, could have lost a lot more through there, to be fair, that wasn't so bad. That was pretty crazy. Okay, so we're making some pretty good progress. We're taking a slightly sort of tighter line through here. I've got Pepper and friends just over to our right there. They're going slightly looser. But I want more wind in my sails. I mean, hopefully we'll be going slightly faster than them. It's going to be hard heading into the wind for that mark there, but we'll do what we can. Just want to try and kind of drag race these guys down to the last mark, because it's quite far away. So who do we have? That's Pepper, Corsair. To our left there is Eagle Pete. So these are the guys we were racing earlier on. I think we're at probably the best angle to the wind out of all of them. Obviously Monk and Icebird pulled away quite early. Who are these guys just off to our right? Rose of Shanghai. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Loosen with Genoa. That's what we can do. And loosen with Main as well, guys. Cool. Alrighty, so he's cutting back in just in front of us. That's our Eagle Pete. Cutting in just in front of us. But I believe we're going to be going faster than him. We'll cut across right at the end, I think. Oh, that was a killer going around that mark. Absolute killer there. Wow. It's 0.6 knots or something as we got round there. Jeez. That's nice. He's come across, slowed down a little bit, but then he's right back on it. This is the view we want as we head down towards that last mark before the sea. And once we've hit the sea, I'll hand it over to my computer crew, and I will pop in and see them in a while. Let's see what progress I can make here. Come on, 5 knots! 5 knots, guys. Yes. Farewell, Pepper. Hopefully. We'll see. We will see. If I can make some progress past these guys before the next mark, that would be amazing. Let's just check the course as well. And you see we don't want to be heading too far out, so I'm going to bring it in a little bit. Sort of perpendicular. There we go. To the fleet. It's all very calm seas now, guys, but when we hit the Southern Ocean eventually it's going to be fairly lively. So this is me. We have to our right Eagle Pete there, and then over in the green one is Batavia, it's Pepper, and Corsair in the Rose of Shanghai just beyond him. And we've got our leaders out front. Lovely. It's currently showing us in 7th. There's only 0.1 nautical miles between us and Eagle Pete. 0.2 nautical miles between us and Pepper in terms of distance to the mark, but that's because we've gone out slightly wider. Just hope, I don't know, we'll see what happens when we try and get back in. It's going to be tough. So we are only doing 4 knots at the moment. Where's this wind coming from here now? Need more progress from that. But without going sort of wildly off course, without attacking wildly off course, there's not a lot I can do. Last mark, how are we going to do this? Just need to keep adjusting our course. To make sure we don't come out too far. Let's tighten that Genoa. Mainsail's looking good. Guys, sailing is fun. It's strategic. It's kind of chill. It's really good fun actually. Really good fun. I'm enjoying this very much indeed. Got the hat and everything. So there you go. We start heading in a little bit now. Should see us just round that mark hopefully, but we need to tighten these sails to make sure we don't lose too much speed. So the guys who are on the sort of the correct side and pointing towards the wind will make slightly better progress, because I now have to come across into the wind, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Diving around the mark at the last minute, as I found out at the last one, doesn't really work too well. because you lose so much speed. You're streaking up to it, but then you end up losing a lot of speed as you come round. So we're going to go with this. If you know, just under a knot slower than the other guys, but taking a nice direct path across them. Alrighty, there's our final mark just up ahead. See how we do here. Hey guys. Okay, so what's our plan? Once we get around this mark here, the wind is sort of directly that direction. So yeah, we just need to, if we can line up with the course there, out to sea, down towards Spain, that would be perfect. It's all about how quickly we get those sails trimmed as well once we round the mark. I mean, I'm expecting to be behind these guys, but if I can stay with them, if we can get the sails trimmed and I can stay with them, it's all good. Let's just check the sail trim as we are. Yeah, we're looking good, guys, we're looking good. So if you look at where we are relative to the others, they're coming in from that direction, we're coming in from that direction. I think they may have slightly more wind in their sails, but it's not a lot in it. This is fairly slow going. Fairly slow going as we head out to the final mark here. Alright, so these guys are probably going to round the mark just before us. Hopefully we can at least get on the same track as them, coming down the track out to sea. Okay, let's Corsair past the mark. We're getting close, guys, we're getting close. Let's Pepper past the mark. We'll just turn slightly right to make sure we make it. Just maybe trim those sails a bit. Sails are looking good. Lovely. Seeing 4 knots here, that's not too bad. So Mr. Corsair is off, so let the computer drive with the port race done. So we'll just pop in towards this mark a little bit more. See you in 8 to 9 months, guys. Exactly, exactly. So we all head out from the port into the big wide oceans. We'll take turns at letting the computer drive and occasionally pop in for a shift ourselves. So we're on this mark. There we are. Just make sure we actually make the mark. Genoa is a little bit too loose, but we'll deal with that now. Oh, such terrible, terrible progress as we point into the wind here, guys. Come on, get around there. Okay, let's look at the map. There we go. Okay, final mark rounded, guys. Final mark rounded. Let's set her up as we all head out into the big wide oceans. And there they are. Right, no time to be messing around here. Let's follow the wind. Let's follow the wind, everybody. There we go. Let's trim those sails. Lovely. Yeah, cool. So it makes sense to follow the bearing to waypoint like the other guys here. There we go, let's line her up then. Okay, so we've recovered our speed after the waypoint. We are on the bearing to our waypoint, guys. Got the fleet heading out to sea here. I'm doing the same. Got Eagle Pete, Pepper just up there. And then the leader's just ahead of us. Alright. There we go, and a few guys just rounding the mark behind us. Let's check our positions as we go. 7th place, pretty much exactly where we were. 1,380 something nautical miles. Okay, so I'm going to pop in sporadically for a shift, but now we're out to the open waters. We'll let the computer drive. Thank you so much for joining me for these highlights. Happy sailing, guys. I will see you soon.